with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go. Right, let's go.
First down, and they'll start with Algier.
And some room to work. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here in Vegas.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Geno. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
There he goes left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you can tell that he was going to run a long way That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
James Prochet,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough To keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the gun, here's Smith. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
In motion left goes Cooks. Third and long, it's Smith. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Third and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Smith. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Geno Smith keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, it's these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Raiders had 1-6 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now Gino on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Smith. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown! Darren Waller, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Now on 1st first down. He'll drop to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Let's go now.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Shoves him aside. Now a second stiff arm. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
146 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They went with a nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A shotgun snap for Smith. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here.
Touchdown, Raiders! Christian Kirk, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson down to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I still expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? a punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, it's Smith. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Here we go. This is game of 17 yards.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That one complete to Prochet.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
He's got it. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
From 8 yards out.
And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
35. Raiders 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. They'll set up to throw. Right back to Pitts again.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5. For Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
James Prochet.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
42, Raiders 35.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on third down, Smith.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now it's Smith.
Gets this to Waller.
And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Smith. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards shy in the red zone before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Smith on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And as this defense walks off the field,